Karen and Jessie are obviously inspirational mentors here this evening, but what happens if they're not available and you need a personal lesson in leadership? Who can you turn to?
Well, we've sent some familiar candidates who you might recognise, Karen, to get tips on success from a man who's literally the best in his field.
Bah. 10 a.m. outside the boardroom. Carrie, Lucy and 6 apprentices, all sacked by Lord Sugar, await a special task. Working with Carrie will be Stuart Baggs, Felicity Jackson and Gavin Winstanley. With Lucy, Rafe Bajeo, Jamie Lester and Ellie Reid.
Chris, we'll see you now.
Chris Farnsworth runs a unique team-building course for city slickers. His company, Raising the Bar, began 6 months ago. Among his business clients have been companies such as IKEA.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
Are you, in life, a sheep, a shepherd, or a dog? You know, this is a very serious point here, to see how well you communicate to each other, how well you can work as a team.
Chris reveals the task.
I personally used to look after 6,500 sheep, me and 2 dogs. So the task is simply to get the sheep into the pen.
The teams, brimming with confidence, head out to the field to do battle.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm a dog, and at that, a pit bull dog. I'm going to just chase people and coerce them into doing what I want to do.
I happen to put the shepherd and the dog on the same plateau. I don't think one is more important than the other. So on that basis, either the dog or the shepherd is what I am.
But the task isn't exactly one man and his dog.
Where's the dog?
I'm quite sure the 4 of you, with some help, will be able to work together to get the sheep in the pen.
So no dog?
No dog.
And I'm the shepherd, so you are my dogs.
By calling yourself the shepherd,
Yep.
you are effectively project manager.
Okay.
Which means that if we fail this, you really take much of the responsibility.
So Lucy's team has a leader, while Carrie's team have a vote.
This has been a really big question with our team, which is who's going to take control of this?
I'm going to be project manager, and that's unilaterally decided. So basically, there's some lovely sheep.
Coming up.
They can run really fast. Oh my God!
Fenton! Fenton!
Come on.
Right, so we're going... Chat.
Oh, that froze a bit there, but we'll see which team wins the task later on.
We will, won't we?
That's live telly.
We're chatting. That's much shorter than I thought it was going to be, which was obvious. Earlier, we left Carrie, Lucy and a load of apprentice candidates in the middle of a field in Wiltshire about to round up some sheep, all to learn teamwork skills, apparently.
Time to see who turned out to be a shepherd's delight.
And who got caught between a flock and a hard place. 2 teams, 1 task. The first team to get their flock into the pen wins. But they don't have a sheepdog, so success will depend on planning, excellent teamwork and a cool, calm approach.
Fenton!
Difficult when Bagsy's on your team.
Come on. Stuart Baggs has just run off completely on his own. So now we have 3 apprentice people and 5 sheep.
Let's just walk really slowly.
Felicity tries to calm the situation down, but Gavin's technique gets the sheep on the move again.
You've got absolutely no strategy. You've not discussed what you're going to do. Stuart, you went running off.
We have got a strategy. We're going to get round them in a U shape.
No,
walk
what you've
them
got is
towards
your
the fence here.
opinion. You haven't got a strategy.
So as long as we boxed off this area, we're absolutely fine.
In the field next door, Lucy is trying out her animal psychology skills.
Why don't you get down like a dog?
But Ellie would rather be a sheep.
They can run really fast. Oh, my God!
Rafe! He's driving them further away. Rafe, you need to make eye contact, so you need to take your glasses off.
And as for the sheep, they find it impossible to see eye to eye with Rafe, so they make a run for it.
Get down! They've escaped.
Over in Carrie's field, Bagsy is determined to get the sheep into the pen alone.
They're going to go around the back of that mound. I'm going to make sure of it by pushing them that way.
I see some technique evolving.
I'm going to jump the other side of the river. I'm going to go and get them.
Okay.
Oh, bloody hell.
Most of Lucy's flock have gone AWOL. But what of the remaining 5?
Oh. Look at that!
Bloody hell.
All but that one. We've got 4 of them in there, which is a huge victory. I think that means that we win, by the way.
Over in Carrie's field, all hope of a victory is slipping away.
Really hoping we might win this, but I can't see that that's going to happen.
Even Bagsy's bleating doesn't help.
We have failed more abysmally than you could ever imagine.
Very good.
Our boardroom moment. We've got both teams here, but very quickly, Stuart, now how did this task compare to the ones Lord Sugar set you in The Apprentice?
Well, you know, I think we were all keen to prove that we weren't rejects like everyone thought, and we clearly did a great job of showing that, you know, we're not only useless at business, but useless at rounding up sheep.
You should have gone in to be a shepherd, Stuart.
I didn't want to be sheepish about the situation. I think if there's any farmers watching, or anyone that wants to give me a job as a shepherd, give it to Rafe. Please, not me.
OK. Lucy, how was your team?
I thought on the whole they were pretty good. They took direction very well, they were calm, and we had a bit of an advantage. Stuart was on the other team.
Oh, fighting
You're
talk.
fired. Get out.
Oh. Now, you can't do that
Yeah,
bit.
it's not your decision.
No, it's not your decision. Carrie, how did your team perform? Were you happy?
Well, I think had they worked together, they would have been fine, but Stuart was not having that.
There's a common theme here, isn't there, about why the task failed?
Do you feel that they're picking on you, Stuart?
I got to week 11. Can we just make that clear? Everyone else got to week 3,
11.
4. I don't know. I forget.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's time to find out who the winning team is. Now, we've got champagne for the winners and nothing much for the losers. Chris, over to you. Who won?
Lucy's team won.
Lucy's team won!
Thank you.
Big round of applause. How are you feeling, Riff?
I feel proud and privileged to be part of this team.
Yeah, you're a good leader, Liz. Harry, I'm so sorry. Where's the wheelie case? Bring the wheelie case in.
Not the wheelie case.
Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Chris, hang on a minute. Chris, you need to fire somebody.
Will it be Carrie by any chance?
With regret. Felicity.
Oh!
You can still bring in the wheelie case. Felicity, we're so sorry. Off you go.
Just do it so well.
There's a black taxi downstairs waiting for you.
Yeah. You've got to pay for it, though.
Bye. Oh, it is.
Deserve those.
Loser.